Welcome to my YouTube channel Modi Mechanical Engineering Tutorials. In this video, I would like to explaining about objective questions and answers about metal casting processes. So here that will be the top 20 questions with detailed explanations. So that will be help to crack this all kind of examinations like a GAT, UPSC, GPSC and competitive examinations. So let us start with our question number 1. Semi-centrifugal castings. Option A is used to ensure purity and density at extremities of a casting. Option B is used to cast symmetrical objects. Option C is used to obtain high density and pure castings. And option D uses heavy cast iron molds to act as a chills. So basically in case of the semi-centrifugal casting process, it is used to ensure purity and density at extremities of a castings. So right answer is option A. The next question. Sprue in castings refers to option A GAT, option B runner, option C riser and option D vertical passage. So basically as from the positioning of the different elements that will be used into the sand casting process. So basically sprue that will be having a vertical passage and that will be connected with a pouring basin as well as onto the GAT. So it always positioning into the sand castings, it will be the vertically for a passing of the molten form of the metal. So the right answer is option D, vertical passage. The next question. In slush casting, option A, consumable patterns are used. Option B, plunger is used to force molten metal to fill up cavities. Option C, vacuum is applied to facilitate complete filling of casting. And option D, when a solid cell of sufficient thickness has formed, the remaining liquid is poured out. So as from the slush casting process, basically when a solid cell of sufficient thickness has been formed, so the remaining liquid that will be poured out. So that will be basically the working of slush casting process. So the right answer is option D. The next question. Investment casting is used for option A, shapes which are made by difficulty using complex patterns in sand casting. Option B, for mass production. Option C, shapes which are very complex and integrated and can't be cast by any other method. And option D, stainless steel. So as from the application wise, investment castings basically used for shapes which are having a very complex and integrated and can't be cast by any other methods. So you will prefer a investment casting process, or you can say that that will be also known as a lost wax pattern. So the right answer is option C. Which of the following engineering materials is the most suitable material for the chamber die casting? Option A, low carbon steel. Option B, titanium. Option C, copper. And option D, tin. So basically in case of the chamber die casting process, low melting alloys that being used. So tin is the most suitable material for the chamber die casting process. So right answer is option D. Then next. In die casting process, option A, molten metal is fed into the cavity in metallic mold by gravity. Option B, metal is poured into die cavity and after a predetermined time, the mold is inverted to permit a part of the metal still in molten state to flow out of cavity. Option C, cavity is filled with a pre-calculated quantity of metal and a core, or you can say plunger, is inserted to force the metal into cavity, and option D, metal is forced into mold under high pressure. So basically that question that will be depends upon the working principle in case of die casting process. So basically in die casting process, metal is forced into mold under high pressure. So the right answer is option D. The next question, the hot chamber die casting method is used to cast option A, brass, option B, alloys of lead, tin and zinc, option C, magnesium, and option D, aluminium. So basically in case of the hot chamber casting methods, generally that will be used to cast of an alloys of lead, tin and zinc. So the right answer is option B. The next question, in hot chamber method of die casting, option A, the melting pot is integral with die casting machine. Option B, the melting pot is separate from die casting machine. Option C, melting pot location has nothing to do with such a classification. And option D, high temperature and low pressure alloys are used. So basically in case of the hot chamber die casting methods to cast, the melting pot is integral with die casting machines. So the right answer is option A. The next question, which of the following casting methods utilizes wax pattern? Option A, cell molding, option B, plaster molding, option C, slush casting, and option D, investment casting process. So basically in case of investment casting process, utilize wax pattern. So that will be also known as a lost wax pattern or such kind of methodology of castings that will be used to make a mass productions. And basically this process, it will be only implemented for there will be the difficulties with respect to the shape and integrated part, or can say that will be having a highly complexity. So you can use investment casting process and the pattern that will be made with a wax material. So the right answer is option D, investment casting. The next, ornaments are cast by option A, die casting, option B, continuous casting, option C, pressed casting, and option D, centrifugal castings. So basically our ornaments are cast by pressed casting process. So option C. The next, large and heavy castings are made by option A, green sand molding, option B, peat molding, option C, dry sand molding, and option D, pressure molding. So basically if you want to make a large and heavy castings, and that will be made by green sand molding. So option A. The next, the core in the centrifugal casting is made of option A, carbon steel, option B, properly treated sand, option C, plastic, and D, no core is used. So basically there is no one core that will be used into the centrifugal castings. So there will be the major advantages of centrifugal casting process is that without core you should make a hollow castings. So the right answer is option D, no core is used in case of centrifugal casting process. But if you work with a sand casting process, so at that time the core material is being used. The next, in centrifugal castings, the impurities are option A, uniformly distributed, option B, collected in the center of casting, option C, forced outside the surface, option D, present in the middle section of castings. So basically in case of centrifugal castings, the impurities are always collected in the center of the castings because the centrifugal force play a vital role to form a hollow component. So the right answer is option B. The next, ornaments objects statues, toys, etc. are cast by? Option A, die casting. Option B, pressed casting. Option C, centrifugal casting. And option D, slush castings. So basically the ornaments, objects and statues, toys. So most of these applications that will be cast by slush casting process. So option D. The next, steel and cast iron pipes are cast by? Option A, true centrifugal casting. Option B, die casting. Option C, investment casting. And option D, centrifuging. So basically if you want to make a steel and cast iron pipes, so that will be only feasibility with respect to true centrifugal casting process. So you can make a hollow pipe without utilization of the core. So that will be the most appropriate process, that will be true centrifugal casting, option A. The next, the patterns which are made in two or more pieces are called as? Option A, solid patterns. Option B, split patterns. Option C, loose piece patterns. And none of the above. So basically split patterns are made into two or more pieces. So option B. The next, permeability can be defined as the property of molding sand. Option A, to hold sand grains together. Option B, to withstand the heat of melt without showing any sign of softening. Option C, to allow gases to escape easily from the mold. And option D, none of the above. So basically permeability, that will be, you can say that with the presence of such kind of characteristics, the allow gases to escape easily from the mold. So such kind of characteristics are required into the sand mold casting process. So right answer is option C, to allow gases to escape easily from the mold. The next, the sand in its natural, or you can say moist state, is called as? Option A, green sand. Option B, loam sand. Option C, dry sand. And option D, none of the above. So basically green sand, that will be having a natural, or you can say moist state. So option A. What is the highest possible percentage of clay content in loam sand? Option A, 10. Option B, 20. Option C, 30. And option D, 50. So basically the maximum 50% clay content into a loam sand. So right answer is option D. Then next, blowholes in castings are caused by? Option A, excessive moisture. Option B, low permeability. Option C, excessive fine grains. And option D, all of the above. So basically these all three, excessive moisture and low permeability as well as the excessive fine grains, these are the causes for making a blowholes, or you can say blowholes kind of defects, it will be present. So all of the above. So the right answer is option D. So I hope you understand all that questions. If you like this, then subscribe and share Modi Mechanical Engineering tutorials. Thank you so much and keep watching.